Hello, Rocks99 and welcome back to another DSP Discussion video. Last video we talked pretty lengthy about Phil and Kat's relationship, or at least lack thereof, as there's a lot of things around Strong's relationship that doesn't really add up. So this time, we're going to talk pretty lengthy about Kat, who has pretty much it's much of an enigma of mystery to her, even though she's probably the most blandest looking person ever. Yet Phil treats her as something as so she has the appearance of a supermodel. So I'm stammering her a bit, but it's hard. I'm trying not to try to get my words. I'm gonna calm myself down a little bit because we have a lot to talk about when it comes to Kat. For starters, let's think about what we know of her. And you saw the title. Yes, it's an Avengers reference, so enjoy that. But let's go on what we do know of this woman who is such an enigma. After we learned from Amani Tevin, praise be Amani, we learned a little bit about Kat's backstory. Like any show, you do need to know your backstory to your character. And we learned a little bit about Kat, thanks to Amani Tevin finding contact with her Kat's ex-boyfriend, whose name we never found out. All we know is that he has Subaru, and that's where Phil probably has a Subaru now. Or, we don't know. We learned that Kat was a very, as her boyfriend said it, a very strange individual. This has probably a lot to do with Kat's backstory with her parents, with her mom, and probably some stuff that happened with her sister. Also, the footage you're watching is Kingdom Hearts Reach Your Memory, so for the first time, people will probably never see it before. For example, James never seen some of the other games. This is the gameplay. Sorry it's not as engaging. I haven't played this in a while, so even I'm kind of screwing up or playing it way too like Kingdom Hearts 1. So, again, my own hubris this time. So, if you don't know what the joke about Kat's backstory is, apparently, and I don't get it, her sister and her were treated like they're possessed by demons, apparently? I'm not 100% sure about myself about it. And I guess, they probably lived pretty, had a few issues with their parents, and this kind of led to Kat's strange behavior. So, but the thing we don't notice, is Kat's behavior a lot to do with her childhood? Maybe. They say a lot of people are influenced very heavily on how they were raised or born. So it's tough to know if this is her true personality that we saw when she was a streamer and had her own channel, to how we saw her with Phil. But that's the thing that is very peculiar about Kat. How do you go from your past with your ex-boyfriend, you had a YouTube channel, to looking so bland and boring on Phil's streams? I mean, did Phil dress Kat up that way to get some money from her appearing? He did this a lot. He did this a bit when he tried to have Liana on, or when Liana just turned up for some reason. So could that be a reason why? I don't know. But it is strange how she goes from this to that. Now of course you saw the thumbnail. I used the picture of Kat from one of the three IRL streams she had with Phil. And you think she looked okay back in 2017. Why does she look so bad now? But that's the thing we don't know. And that's where a lot of mystery about this whole situation is. But I guess that's the kind of thing that makes it weird. She's obviously a gold digger. That's why a lot of people say it. She's a gold digger. We got messed no broke. I'm not saying the uncensored version. Please do not make me say those words. Never. I do not want to be. I do not want to have. I don't even make profit on this channel yet. If I did, I do not. I don't. If I did, I would kind of do my best to keep it. I would keep it to the point of I do not have to swear or do very crazy stuff to do it. But then again, I got a whole video I'm preparing to do. I'm gonna be doing for DSP's failure of a channel. But let's talk about Kat. So one thing that is strange is about Kat is her personality, not just her personality shift, but her look of clothing. She looked okay when she was streaming Persona 5. When she was streaming Persona 5, when she was playing The Walking Dead. But when we see her dressed when she's Phil, I understand that he had to buy her a new wardrobe, but even for someone who you found around even for someone you have to help move in, have better clothing than Kat had. So that's a weird thing. You'd think that she would have at least gotten a lot of her clothes before she was kicked out by her boyfriend. Now, let's talk about this. How did Phil and Kat meet? Well, a lot of people have theoried out, and I think GGG and probably some others, that Liana found out about Phil cheating on him with Kat, which probably caused the anxiety attack because of having conflicted emotions. That could explain it, and kind of ties a lot into how she probably could have reacted to the idea of she might still care for Phil, but we don't know. There's a lot of questions that we don't know about how they broke up and why they broke up, but we know it was because you know, there was no love to it because how Phil was treating her and everything else that we know of it so far. But the thing that is weird is they were probably talking before he announced that he had a new girlfriend. Let's see. It was who found a tweet of Phil talking to Kat sometime before the breakup. If I ever do remember who it is, let me know. I'm drawing a blank on that one. I think it was Lifestyle Bill who found that tweet. So I credit him for that one. I will actually link. I am going to link to the wedding restream announcement. So that will be in this will also be in the description if I remember it. Hold on for a second. There we go. I had just checking something. And that was our first clue they were talking with each other before the breakup. So Phil was pretty much cheating on Phil was cheating on Kat with Liana for Kat. Liana was obviously cheating, probably. And then Kat was cheating on her boyfriend with Phil. Man, what a weird timeline that both of them are cheaters that basically now use each other as a rebound. It's kind of disgusting when you think about it. But that's a lot of mystery to Kat, is that how much of a gold digger is she that she would go with Phil. Phil's not attractive. His hair is unkept. His hair is a mess. He looks like he doesn't look, and his skin is so pale. He barely goes out, and everything else. That he has to stalk 2 girls on the internet just to get a girlfriend. Oh, and a quick little update on Phil having an issue with romancing in video games. Let me read this little insert from DSP Archives, talking about DSP's reason why DSP skipping Fire Emblem is because Tevin. So let me read out what he wrote. He says, purposely skipping Fire Emblem because he found out you can date women in games. So effing whipped. Imagine a streamer skipping one of the best and most popular video games this year because, ew, virtual girls, I'm married. Wow. I mean, how sad is this? He has to be this insecure to any type of dating in video games. What did Cat do to him? And that's what we're having a discussion. We gotta ask ourselves, what in Sand Hill did the Cat do to him when they got together? She didn't change him. His hairline still looks terrible. How he looks on camera looks terrible, and how he's been probably even feeding himself or probably going out, he still looks terrible. So Cat's not really been helping his now husband change. Which goes to the whole they don't really act like they go out like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or a husband and wife. And that's why we're here on this crazy discussion, thinking to ourselves, the enigma that is Cat, and what is she doing? And obviously she's not really been doing a good job as a wife. I don't know. I think it's like I said. There's so much about we don't get about Cat that we wish we could understand. But Phil really has been acting more weird and more off to the wedding. But at least this summer we've been getting something. We had him trying to profit off. We saw him trying to go at Progera. We saw him try to profit off Erika's death. And we're seeing how he's acting to Japanese-centric games involving any type of romance option. Phil really made the wedding stuff dry, but we were, and I say this with all the seriousness in my voice, we finally felt like we had something to rush the floodgates with. More wet than Cat's legs, am I right? Or am I right? But let's continue on. What is Cat's plan? Is what we're all thinking. You're obviously want to get Phil's money, but really, we don't see that. She's not doing anything to really make herself a gold digger because she's not doing anything that's saying that something's happening. It's obviously Phil does not know that Cat's cheating on him. Hence the whole she goes to the gym joke and meme that a lot of us has been making. And for those who may not understand the meme or joke, ooh, yeah, that's true. But the whole joke is that Cat does not look like she's been going to the gym every day. There was a gym in my apartment complex. I go in there sometimes to get some water. I do try to work out, but I am skinny, and I don't think I'm skinny, so I know that getting muscle for my arms is really hard dedication that I should really put into one day. I should, but I see more people look like they go to the gym every day, than Kat did. Because obviously she'd get her workout with someone named Jim, hence the joke. So if Kat really, and I say this, really is going to the gym, why does when we saw her wedding picture she looked a little bit bloated? Her face looks like she's bloated, everyone saw her, she looks like her stomach was bloated. It's obviously she wasn't going to the gym, and if she's really eating badly, we would see it in her face, and we would see it in her, appearance. She's pregnant, and that's when we look to the possibility of that we think that she's probably doing this. She's not really going to the gym, and Phil's bawling for the life because he doesn't obviously know his own girlfriend's planning. And that's sad that you can't even know your own girlfriend, your own fiance, or now wife, what she's really up to. Because then, let's ask this. You've two incomes were in that house. When you were with with Leanna, and now with Kat. How come bills have not been taken care of and paid? So, it's really, I don't think that Kat is giving money for the bills. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I think GG said it. I think he said it. That she's saving money for escape. Probably. What is my two theories on this one? She's one, saving up money so she can get out. She can make a quick retreat when the DSP's money starts to dry up. Or two, she's planning to at some point divorce Phil now. But I'll get to that later. She's planning to take all Phil's stuff and disappear into the night. Phil cannot find her, and she's now gone. So, but actually, why is she not doing anything? And this is where we come to the next part of this full discussion. Why is Kat so silent? Why does Phil try to have her not have any social presence on the internet for? What was the reason why he decided to not let her use her Twitter, not let her use her other social media accounts? And that's the thing we don't get. Oh boy. But that's the thing we don't get, and that we don't understand. Kat's strange, and I think that's the problem, we don't know about it. She's up to something. So, and I think I'm probably losing one train of thought here, my own discussion here. The thing that we don't know is why was she decided to just listen to Phil and not keep doing her YouTube and Twitch? It's not like Phil has two internet lines, and it's obviously that his internet line is not as good as we might think it is. So why can't Phil let her stream? I think I know why. Phil does not want anyone to take his attention, including Kat. He's scared that Kat can easily get popular over him. So he makes sure he tries to scare Kat to return to the internet. And obviously she's letting the pignosis get to her. And that's where I think she's obviously can't return back to the back to the internet because she's believing what Phil tell her. I know it sounds weird, but it possibly she probably is just believing everything Phil said. Then why listen to him? You obviously know, if you really are not afraid of the trolls, then why go back? No one's gonna. No one's really gonna. No one. I don't think anyone would attack. Yeah, and I think that's the thing that really makes it feel like Phil is trying to hide it from the internet. Phil does show that he is very sensitive to Kat and Leanna. Kat gets like a joke about her appearance, about her looks, her backstory. He goes on about it. It shows he's more defensive about Kat than Leanna, whereas both detractors and fans alike didn't like Leanna's behavior. Again, I bring up the Kingdom Hearts debacle. And we know that Phil knows it happened. He will try to do his best to try to debunk everything that happened, but he wants to rewrite his history that he never did anything wrong, and that's Phil's biggest problem, that he would rather lie about everything that is literally on the internet than be honest. And he always tries to act like he's honest, he's positive, this, that, and the third, but he's very much a negative 37-year-old who has to pick fights on the internet and then go on a whole, like, I outlived these people, I outlasted everyone. Because that's so great to pretty much think that you outlasted everyone. Like, he acts like everybody cares about every big streamer or YouTuber. In fact, nobody does care about every big streamer and YouTuber. Some people do care, some people don't. But Bill has to act like he is the little fish in the big pond when he's really just an old dinosaur in the modern era. But I'm talking about that later. So, is Kat? So here's a good question: does Kat have some kind of? Does Kat secretly have plans that she's not telling that she's doing behind the scenes? Well, if she has literally Phil's genitals in a vice, then it's pretty obviously that Phil is scared of Kat leaving. So you're bringing. Is Kat really making Phil scared of Detractors? No, is Phil trying to make Kat scared of Detractors? Maybe. But you have to ask yourself this: if Kat's a gold digger, she's not doing a very quick job at it. You think that if that's true, then Phil wouldn't probably know if he's losing money from Kat. So it's safe to say that Kat's a gold digger in a way of she's going to make Phil do everything she wants by having her wrapped around his gouty little finger. Oh no, I mean wrapped around her finger. Phil will have to listen to Kat to do this and that, and the third, just so Phil would feel like he has a girlfriend, he has his soulmate. But in reality, Kat is just keeping Phil on a leash. She is the dog, he is the dog, she is the master. and it is working to how she is go out about it. And that's the best way I think about it. They are not roommates, they are roommates, but she is really controlling Phil. But she's not making them any better. I think in her own way, she's making them worse. At the same time, you can tell Phil is up at night, drinking gin, watching WWE, instead of spending time with Kat at night when she's home, when she does come home from work. He obviously doesn't cuddle with her, and he makes it pretty clear that even if they did sleep together, I'm talking about sexual intercourse, then it would probably like 1 or 2 times, and that's it. So DSP the one pump chump? Yeah, maybe. But what is Kat up to? What is Kat? If Kat's really making Phil become this paranoid, you can tell he's that paranoid of the idea of him feel like he's cheating on her. And I think it's that projection to know that Phil cheated on Liana with Kat. So hence why he's becoming so paranoid of any type of relationships in video games. He knows back then he would make terrible jokes about anything. But now you can see how much he's trying to center himself. He tries to center himself more and more about certain things, even though he still makes the same jokes. So he knows that he does not. He seems like he's acting like he's cheating on Kat if he does these type of games. So Kat really has he really has him so wrapped around that finger that Phil is so scared of thinking he's gonna cheat on her. The question is, why now? Why not back then? So that kind of ties into what my final point is going to be later on. But Phil is, at the end of the day, paranoid of the idea that he would cheat on Kat. Because he knows for a fact he cheated. He knows he was a bad boyfriend to Kat, coming to Liana. And this is where he knows he can't deny what everybody says, because he probably stays up watching Detractor content. He knows it's true, and he hates it. He hates the fact that that's all true. So he will try to change the idea that, oh, I will never cheat on my wife. But again, it's just a video game. Oh boy, he really is. He really is just having Kat wrapped around his finger somehow. And that's just sad. So Kat must be... This is where I kind of will say my next thing I'm going to talk about. Is Kat abusive to Phil? I say verbally, not physically. We would see like bruises somewhere on Phil if he was really being abused by Liana. And that's kind of what the best way I could put it, is that he is just failing. He's not doing a good job of keeping the entertainment, so why is he keep trying to make himself like he's a good girlfriend, a good boyfriend to Kat? So, how much of it? So I'll ask you this one question: how much do you think that Kat is just siphoning more of Phil's money that we don't? We got to see behind the scenes. Maybe. But there's one thing we gotta think about. Why is sorry, I'm trying to think this one out. But now I got it. If she really is working a job, and she then goes home, goes to the gym, and they spend time together, apparently. Why does it seem like Phil is trying to make Katherine Liana? Because he takes her to the same place he took Liana, which shows that he really is trying to, all he really sees is Liana with Kat. That he wishes that it was Liana he was married to. We know he misses her. The fact that she turns up, and see how she's doing, it makes him realize my life is really, really terrible because I couldn't be the one I really wanted. And you're thinking, who said that? That was TCG said that one. It's obviously he obviously did love. Again, that's what the whole, I don't think he ever did love Kat. Because really, he just sees Kat as another trophy for him to parade. So I'm sighing, but DSP is really just showing how ignorant he is. I mean, he really is a very odd person that really is going to crash and burn sadly. And if Kat's not going to be the cause of it, she's going to be the spark of it. To that, we're going to use this last bit to talk about the thing that I think we all want to know. Kat's Endgame. Well, let's think about it. She's married to Phil now. She's out in his house. He pretty much has her treated her as a soulmate. And now he now has Phil so insecure and terrified of relationships in gaming that Phil basically has Kat will basically think that has Kat him. Ugh, sorry. She has Phil believe that she is the greatest thing ever to his life, when in reality she is just her end. And that's where the title Endgame is. Katherine will be the thing that will make Phil really regret everything he's doing. And by regret, I mean he's going to not be able to salvage whatever's going to be left of his failing YouTube career after Kat wins everything. And if the rumors of her baby is true, and Phil is going to try every way he can to deny it, even if it is a positive news, Kat wins. Kat is truly the winner of the whole entire spectrum. Oh, now I'm about to switch games in the next few seconds, so I'm about to switch to the next game, which is a little bit of Birth by Sleep, which I'm just showing off the prologue. Kind of just went through it, but let's get back to this. We only got a few minutes left of this video. So, what I mean by her endgame. Kat has Phil wrapped around her finger. Kat has won the true Infinity War. She has the Infinity Gauntlet of the Gout Palace to live and to very much have Phil do whatever she asks him. If she would ask Phil to... If she was to be... Oh, Birth by Sleep. Which I kind of felt I missed this footage for some reason. But, never mind. She has Phil wrapped around her finger that Phil is going to regret not underestimating what this woman can do. So, what is Kat going to do? Well, for one, she gets Phil to do anything she says or can do. Obviously, she can't get Phil to she can make Phil do anything, but Phil really have to be having Kat have control over him to do anything. So then you ask yourself, what is Kat up to? Why is she not doing anything now? Like I said, she's playing the long game. Marrying Phil, having this baby that she knows is not his, is all is keeping Phil to have some kind of control of him. Phil is scared of the fact that he might lose Kat, and Kat knows this. She knows this, and it works through her weird mental gymnastics she does to Phil. Phil is truly ready to hang that noose on his head. That's Kat's endgame. Phil is screwed, any way, shape, and form. He tries to act like their relationship is perfect and great. Again, this is all working to Kat's plan. I know, you're thinking, no way this woman has any type of... She's think that far ahead. Well, you don't know. And that's what makes it more intriguing, to keep an eye on how Phil continues to act. So, I guess let's switch this video up. Kat is still a strange person, and Phil really is just really being strung by her, he's being strung by her every way, shape, and form. And at the end of the day, Phil is just going to be another reminder that Phil, every choice he makes ruins his life. We saw it with Howard, we saw it how he ruined Howard's friendship, we saw it with Project 7, we saw how he did with all those events he did, we saw how each event continued to fail more and more. And now Phil marrying this total stranger, not the woman he was with for 12 years, is going to be the thing that ruins him. And again, that is the endgame. I mean, I'm giving Kat the benefit that this is her big master plan, but I don't know. So, I guess it's time we wrap this video up. So, next video we talk about how much of Phil's YouTube career is really how it comes downhill. I'm keeping that one for later. So, with that, just same as well. Let's like this video, share it around, and let me know what you think so far. And with that, this is OkiRocks99 saying peace out.